Hello, my name's Jason. I've written several public policies that I believe are better options than the ones currently being offered to us. One of them is an education plan. An education plan I call Child's Pace. The first part of the Child's Pace education plan is a federal mandate that forces every state to have its school districts match its federal congressional districts. That way, everybody's going to be a lot more involved and concerned when they draw them lines. And it'll give every education system a fair representation. Child's Pace is a system that is meant to bring together the parent, the student, the teacher, and the community in a way that gives the parent the direct influence on the student's path. It also gives the students the best chance for success. It gives teachers proper resources to focus on each child's development. Finally, it will gives the community an opportunity to grow with the combined involvement, effort, talent, and abilities of everyone. I understand this will be a long, difficult transition, but that is what happens when you don't update any system for that many years. We must understand that different aspects of a child's development are not all the same. Children learn at different levels, at different paces. We also must understand our role in helping them when the best opportunity arises for each child. The federal legislature will set the parameters that are to be met by any student to progress to the next development level. These developmental levels set the expectation of a student's ability and are understood by every state system. These parameters will include intellectual development, physical development, intellectual achievement, physical development, social understanding, and community service. Intellectual achievement will include science, math, language, preferably two, and the current technology. Physical development will be a series of ability tests that set a base and then a reasonable expectation of improvement. The social understanding is an in-depth blend of psychological state, historical understanding, and social capabilities. Community service is the expectation that no matter which state a student is raised in, they will have met a set minimal amount of time spent in the service of that community before reaching the next level. The federal legislature is to decide what benchmarks are to be met before a child can progress to the next level of developmental access. These tests will be funded and ran by the federal government. The student and their parent will decide when the student gets to attempt these federal level tests. The parent will be responsible for all the students' transportation to schools and other facilities. The teachers will be paid on the community wage rate, which I bring up in a previous video of having a base of being 5 times the minimum wage of the federal congressional district as the base, and then the max is 10 times the minimum wage of that federal congressional district. It will be each state's responsibility to set the systems for the students to meet these goals. Intellectual achievement schools will be open year-round with a 12-hour school day. Teachers are federally restricted from working more than 10 hours per day. Any city with a high percentage of third-shift employers must have one facility open through the night. The state will decide on the hours that they are open and on when to have 3 5-week breaks throughout the year. It will also include a weekly work hour minimum and maximum set at the state level. There will also be a set percent of school district population as a building capacity and a set percent of that as a classroom capacity set at the state level. Physical development will be run by the private sector, with each state setting guidelines. The parent and student would choose which sports league or skill development company to help with the all-around preparation to pass to the next federal level. This will create a new industry of skill development companies to help direct students that are on the arts and culture path. The companies involved with these children will have to give a return to the family if they ever profit off from a student's efforts and or talents. One of the guidelines decided by the state will be the rules of monetary gains from the student's talents and efforts. Now, they will also operate and regulate any license system to accredit the companies and the individuals interacting with the students. Social understanding is the progress of a child's ability to interact with other children, teachers, coaches, and those in need. Things like violent outbursts, or taking initiative, or completing a task with a group as a leader or follower will be recorded. Most of these characteristics will develop with the completion of the community service requirements. The state will run the course counseling and the correction courses to give help to a student that needs direct attention if they happen to fail the federal social level 2 times. Now, these are just some of my completed policies, and I'm always working on improving more. I'm not that tech savvy or on social media, but I have set up a Twitter, Twitch, Discord, Instagram, and TikTok. Though I don't have much intention on being on them frequently, but I do plan on bringing out more soon. These are just a series of policies and ideas that if they don't get implemented, I hope they inspire someone to write something better or something more qualified. I believe that these ideas are within the formula of America and what the backbone is based off of. Anyone telling you democracy never changes doesn't understand what democracy is. I believe we can make the country a better place. It's going to take all of us. They're not going to do it for us. I thank you for your time. Good luck to us all.